Welcome back. Okay, hey, when we left off,
with the army.
we were about to go to the military, and he gonna go in on the battle buddy system. And usually when that happens, one of the battle buddies usually don't go or they get out before everybody. That's how that thing works. But let's go ahead and see what happened to you.
Nah, man, we went together. We did everything together. The pre-assessment, the physical fitness test, did the ASVAB, and man, we even had a competition to see who was gonna score higher. Man, I scored high as double hockey sticks because I had a little game given to me even when I made the decision to go.
Right.
So one of my uncles, he's a intel chief for the Air Force. So he told me intel or nothing.
Right.
So and because my homeboy wanted to go, that was it. Because I was doing good with music. So it was intel or nothing. So I went to the recruiter, just wrote down 35 Fox, drew a line of it. I still got that paper. And the intel recruiter said nobody gets that job. I said I'm gonna get it.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you. Like you want me. I don't really need y'all.
This is what it's gonna take. This is what it's gonna take.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna take.
Right.
And then so he said, man, I need one more. So I just did 68 whiskey, just to, the medic, combat medic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, listen, I love my medics. Don't play with me now. Yeah, I love my medics.
Just something to transfer. You need transferable skills.
Into the civilian sector. If
absolutely.
You need to. Right.
So man, I go take the test. I come back. They said you got it. Then I went.
That's it. That's all they wrote.
So we're in the next day.
Okay, so I ain't gonna ask you about the basic training. That's all the same for everybody. Like this right here. I'm gonna ask you this. I will culminate this piece right here.
Yes, sir.
What was the biggest takeaway that you took from your time in the military?
I learned the value of. It's gonna be a little different, but I learned the value of clearances.
Okay, talk to them so they can understand.
Having a certain security clearance, it opens up doors that you don't even have to step up to and knock on. They're already open, and I learned how valuable I was to the higher ups. Because they're asking me for something that I already have. And although I'm looking at them, with officer level rank on their chest, they still need a certain level of clearance, because they're about to get out, and or they want to do something different, in their career. So I really learned the corporate side of the military.
All right, so the name piece. So the decision to get out, was that a hard decision at the time, or was it one of those easy decisions because you realized somebody gave you some game and said, hold up, you could be doing this, but you could be making this, doing what you're doing right here?
Man, I had the game probably my first month into after graduation, after AIT. I'm at my unit, man, and working with intelligence like that, man. You're rubbing elbows with contractors, and they're already
who want soldiers.
Yeah, they're already recruiting
they all left.
At that point, and it's just like, wow, like what did I get myself into? I can do this, He's like, just stay in here, don't get in trouble. That's all you gotta do. Stay in here, don't get in trouble, and call me. So that's what I did. So I stayed in there, 2016 rolled around, chunk deuces to the man. They was trying to keep me so bad, man.
Of course,
I was still performing in the Army. So I was very valuable. So 4-star general, black dude, General Brooks.
Okay.
From Paycom.
Yeah. Brooks.
Man, I had dinner with that brother, man. Him and his wife.
Right.
He came to JBLM, man, and the general gonna ask me, hey man, we need that sax, man. General Brooks coming. I said too easy.
Right.
Ain't nothing. What we owe you? Nothing. I just appreciate it. Yeah, this is a great honor. And so. For me to still do exactly what I wanted to do, and they knew what the plan was. They knew that, I stayed out of trouble. Like I never had an article, never had a counseling statement, a negative one.
Well, you really couldn't have no article for things in that MOS. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't. They're going to boost you out. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
so you got to keep your name clean over that piece right there. So that's understandable.
We in AC chilling all day, man. Just,
So when you did make that transition, then you learned the other world.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? The other side of it, the coin. You know what I'm saying? So not asking what was that like, but what was the growth for you during that process? Because you really got to see kind of how the world works now.
When when I got picked up from the it was the DIA that picked me up. That's Defense Intelligence Agency, and I was working at NGIC, National Ground Intelligence Center. What I learned was, one, that my dress, like the way I dress, was absolutely benefic. They loved it. So they, black men coming in, they look at your dress first before I even touch the computer. They started complimenting me like, man, you look good. You showing up, on time. You drinking tea. Like, it was. I don't know what I did, but whatever I did, they liked it, and it fast tracked me to go do the real cool, fun stuff. It fast tracked me to go dark real fast, go black real fast,
and that's cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's all we're gonna say. But so anyway, so you do that for a while. So your DJing thing. So we're gonna kind of get into that right there.
Yeah.
So even during those times you were doing stuff like that, you still were getting your DJ game on.
Yeah, I still was, man. I had shows at Baltimore. I had shows DC. I had shows in Richmond, Virginia.
So you hang around the DMV area right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Shout out to Haynes Point and all that stuff like that. Don't play with me right now. Go to the Wakening. Don't play with me like I don't know about the National Harbor and everything around there. Upper Marlboro and everything. Don't play with me. Crystal City, you better stop playing with me like I wasn't all through there. See what I'm saying? You better stop playing with me. But anyway, I don't like to put myself out there like that. But anyway, I'm just a country boy from North Carolina. But
yeah, man. Country boy from Mo City, Texas.
So you're doing shows and you're handling people,
yes,
handling things. So now, as far as you breaking music, I mean, were people hitting you back from the crib? Hey, man, play my stuff out there or play my stuff over there.
Yeah, you get a lot of that. You really do, and it just I liked it. And a lot of times I really did do it. Because it ain't nothing to ask me. I don't need nothing in return. I just appreciate you asking me.
It gotta be hitting though.
Yeah,
it gotta be hitting though. They can't just sing some
old
garbage.
Can't be no BS, man.
Listen, you can't play with it. Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. So your DJing thing was going on, whatever. Are you still contracting at this time right now?
Yeah, I'm still contracting.
You still contract? Okay. So you still doing your thing. So that's going beautiful. Birdie told me something about you being on TV or something like that, man. So I need to know, how did that even come about?
Man, I had.
That thing can be kind of funny. You doing what you do and on TV. That can be kind of funny a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I had got approached from somebody. I had a funny video. That was out, man. So somebody got wind of it and was like, man, there's a whole country that don't believe in fellatio. That was the video. I was like, yes, it's true. Supermodel girlfriend, I cheated on her. And so they wanted to hear the story. They wanted to hear more of the story. And then so I told them the whole story. It took me about an hour, And so the producers, they was like, just to let you know, I'm a producer for the Oprah Network, And so if we would like for you to be on our show, and so I was like, whoa, how do I know? Like I trust you, but I gotta verify it. I gotta vet, And so verification process checked out, and man, next thing I know, they were begging me to be on the show sooner rather than later.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. Begging me to be on the show.
And when was that? When did that happen?
This happened in January. The conversation happened in January. And come February, it was about February 25th, 26th. One of those 2 days. They asked me if I could be there. We need you sooner rather than later. As a matter of fact, you're supposed to do about 4 to 5 interviews, and I only did 2.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I only did 2. And what there was so much space in between the timing that I thought I wasn't even going to be considered. However, it was the opposite way, and they was like, yo, we need you now. We need you to come to the taping. I was like, when? March 8th. I was like, man, y'all told me May. I signed for May 8th.
Right.
So they told me March 8th. So that's when I found out that they were going to have 2 seasons. For this particular city. The city's Dallas.
Okay. You got that shout out there right there. Now, so that was in March.
Yeah.
It's playing now, right?
It's on right now.
It's on right now.
Yeah.
So what was that like for you? Even kind of, and I know we can't go into it, but like the going in, the auditions, the talking to people, meeting people, like how is that? I mean, I kind of know because gentleman in Houston, you know what I'm saying, my boy, David, he was on Ready to Love.
Season 4. Season
he
4.
was there. So and
Right
that's my little bro right there.
Right on.
So he was on the show. You know what I'm saying? He
Right
was on the show.
on.
I don't hate everybody, man. Don't play with me, man. Like my show ain't popping. Like my
Come
stuff
on.
ain't popping,
Come on,
man. You know
G5.
what I'm saying?
Talk to him, man.
You know, but what was that process like for you? You know what I'm saying? Like man, I'm on a show for dating, possible love. I mean, you know, seeing some girls and stuff like that. Like, how was that?
Man, the producers told me to be myself, and it was natural. You know, I'm used to being on stage. I'm used to being, you know, in front of the camera. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to like tone it down. I cuss a lot, you know, and it's just one of those things. Like to me, like that's how I was raised. You know, in my family,
Right.
you know, we talk a certain way, you know, and you know to be able to really to really have to think before you speak.
Right.
It just took me back to my military days. You know, so it ain't like I'm used to it. I mean,
Right.
like it's new to me. You know, I'm used to it. But you know, for them to tell me, hey, we need you to be yourself.
Right.
Just make sure your diction is disciplined.
Okay.
So I obliged. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's
I
too easy right
obliged.
there.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it was just like a military briefing, man. Being on there, honestly, it was a lot of hours.
Right.
You know, first day was about 14 hours.
Ooh. So it's like a hurry or wait type situation.
Absolutely.
Do they dress you? Do you dress yourself? I mean, how did they tell you what to wear? I mean, how does that work?
Good question, G. You dress yourself, and they ask for you to, you know, send them pictures before you go and film. But yeah, man, I call myself the fashion messiah, and I always have ever since I first set foot, since my foot hit soil in the Middle East, and I assumed the Arabic culture, you know, via language, via dress. Ever since that moment, I always called myself the fashion messiah, man. So, you know, for me, it was really easy to dress myself for said occasions, and man, having to just be in a room full of strangers was something that was easy for me as well.
Right.
Same thing, you know, just all throughout my whole life. You know, I'm entertaining strangers.
Right.
You know,
Right.
yeah, man, I'm you know in the foxhole with somebody, you know, I just met.
Right.
You know, like 3 weeks ago. You know, and you know we you know,
We tight.
You know what I'm saying?
Come here,
Yeah.
boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what people don't understand about us? Like, we'll go home with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just met them this weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm going home next weekend. All right, man. Come on, I want you to go home with me.
Yeah.
Man, you know how many people I done took back to North Carolina? Man, that's what we do.
I mean, people I took to Texas.
That's what we do, though. And,
Yeah.
and guess what we do? We take care of them, too.
Yeah.
They won't have no problem,
Yeah.
issue, nothing.
They're
You know
gonna
what I'm
get
saying?
fed,
They're going to
you know.
be taken care of. I mean,
Yeah.
like they've never, and so it becomes that camaraderie where we take care of you. And then sometimes we can meet one another.
Right.
And like we did, and we start talking about things, and, you know, he and I, we at the same locations
Yeah,
and stuff like
same
that.
time.
It brings us together. You know what I'm saying? And so
man.
that's what happened. So that's a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
So you say you really indoctrinated yourself within the culture as soon as you landed over there.
Absolutely.
What was it
Day
for
one.
you? What was it for you that made you really, you know what I'm saying, want to? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, it was Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates was
Okay.
Kevin Gates was the bridge.
Right.
And just from his music alone, his
Right.
interviews, I was very curious, you know, about what it is that you know made him Sagu into the man that he is today.
Okay.
And so I listened to everything Kevin Gates has ever done, and so I
Right.
followed him. My first day over there, I went to the Bacala. I think it was, I went to the Bacala, and I found the what do you call the people that make the clothes, man? I found one of them, and I was looking at the different attires, you know,
Right.
that they had laid out. You know, you had everything, you know, for the men, for the women, different colors,
Right.
you know, and I was just, you know, just very intrigued. So I put on the Deuce Dasha.
Okay.
That's the you know, a lot of people call it a thobe. You know, the less educated call it a man dress. You know,
Right.
funny word. But you know, yeah, I had on my Deuce Dasha, and then I put my Guthra on and my
Right.
Gall. So this part right here, this is called the Guthra.
Right.
And I'm the only person that ever wears blue because I got clearance to do so from the Arabs themselves.
Right.
But your traditional colors are all white, red and white, and black and white. So you're all white Emirati, your red and white is your Gulf countries,
Right.
and then your black and white is Palestinian.
Okay.
Blue and white, that's Habibi. That's Habibi XO. Oh,
Right.
So, but I put it on. As soon as I put on the traditional clothes, I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, "Damn, I look just like Kevin Gates." Then I went to the mall. I went straight to the mall.
Right.
But I went to what I did first that was very key was I switched it up. I tied it in the back, and that is not traditional at all. I'm the only person in the world, and that's me not BSing. That's me just being completely honest, because I've traveled the world, and I've seen a lot of different Arabs, and I get praise from a lot of different Arabs because once they hear me talk, they know I'm American. They know I'm not from their culture, but however I am really intrigued by their culture, and so I got their blessing day one.
Well, it's really respect. You got to respect. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
and not only those nations, but other nations as well. When people take the time to really understand, their country, their origin, their culture, it's really a respect to give to people that do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a salute on that piece right there. I got sidetracked a little bit, so I want to kind of go back to the show again.
Okay.
All right. So, it's a Herb Wait kind of situation.
Yeah.
And I got to ask this because I don't know what to ask when it comes to that piece right
on.
there. Is it you still on there?
No.
Okay. All right.
No,
so we kind of talk. So
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
We could talk.
Episodes.
Yeah. I did 2 episodes.
Okay. So, but both done showed already?
No, only one. Only one that showed.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be I do the full length of the second episode, and then the third episode I'm only on there just in the beginning.
Okay. But you can talk about it? You can't say nothing about it. Let's talk about the first show. How about it? Let's talk about the first episode.
Yeah. NDAs.
I don't want to do that because one, nephew talking to my frat brother too. So
right on.
Yeah. So I don't want to say nothing we shouldn't say.
Shout out Mr. Miles.
So the first episode, let's talk about it. You can talk about that because we watched it.
Aired, yeah.
So with that, I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I'm sorry about that, Peter. I didn't get a chance to watch that episode. But what the hell happened, man?
Man, fun fact, I haven't even watched it because during my watch party, I had to entertain. I was DJing at the same time. But however, what happened was they put me up for elimination. The reason why?
Why? What the hell you say?
Man,
you did somebody
man,
say something crazy,
chain, man.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he done said something crazy. That's what happened.
I'm gonna be myself
right
all the time.
What, you didn't say nothing about.
Well,
it wasn't woman based, right?
Nah.
Okay. Okay.
Nah, it wasn't woman based.
I'm saying because David said something about you ain't paying somebody bills, they got a kid.
Oh,
that's what got him kicked off. He said something crazy.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, what it was they said the ladies. I kind of feel like the majority of the ladies was just some snotty nosed girls that needed their nose clean.
Ooh, okay.
I was the one.
And you was cleaning.
I was the one cleaning.
So you had Kleenex and everything.
Yeah,
you was
man.
going board brushes.
Yeah, what's that? Flonase, man. Yeah,
So
blow it out.
You were that one.
Yeah, man. I was
you were that one.
Yeah, applying pressure.
So what was it about them that kind of made you feel that way?
Their energy. The majority of them were low vibrationals. They're low vibrants. And I have a lot of energy.
Right.
And so it was very easy for me to be like, no, I don't like you. I'm walking away. Chunk deuces. Because it is what it is. We either connect or we don't. And I have very good judge of character. I feel like I do. And so it don't take me long to understand if I can, connect with you. And so that's really what the show is about. So all I did was just, I talked to every lady though.
Okay, so you did get a chance to round robin and hit everybody.
Yeah, man, I talked to every lady, got all their numbers.
How many women were it?
It was 9.
It was 9? Yeah. Oh, okay, so they didn't do like a big mass of 20.
Yeah, it was 9. Which is actually a lot, because throughout that day, you really have to remember your conversations, remember names, remember where they're from, what their background history is like. Right. Just like a SF-86 for 9 people, man. But nonetheless, that's why I rely on energy,
right,
to be able to guide me, because I'm not gonna remember your name,
right.
I'm gonna ask you that 4 times. That's just how I am. Sorry, but that's just me. It's who I am.
Ain't nothing wrong. He asked me what my name was, so don't
So
feel bad,
did.
y'all. He said, "What's your name again?" You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm sorry, bro.
Big ass G5
man.
right there. But you gonna ask me what my name was? I'm about to think he don't be reading now. He really don't be paying attention to that. Look, all of my chairs say G5. He really gonna ask me that question? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm messing with you.
Absolutely.
But,
Absolutely.
So as far as that experience, would you ever do reality TV again? Do you want to do reality TV?
Oh yeah, I definitely would.
Were you really looking for love? That's my question right there.
Yeah.
So you really were looking. Do you think a lot of people be looking for love on that show, or do you think people just be trying to be on the show? Real talk. Go ahead, tell me.
What I think in the moment, I'll say that they want to believe that they're there looking for love, but after a while, just getting to talk to them and hearing side conversations, you might. Well, I don't know about everybody else, but for me, my perspective on their energy and their reasons, it was a little ambiguous because they were giving me ambiguity. So, but for me, like I finally, I had a break in my career, like in a break from performing, a break from work, and so now I'm like, man, I finally get a chance to, meet a nice pretty young thing, man, nice young lady. And so, for me, it was an opportunity for me to really see if I could, find, Mrs. Habibi.
Right.
My Habibti.
All right, so this right here. Your saxophone game.
Yes, sir.
Your DJ game.
Yeah.
You're strong.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You known out here.
Yes,
sir. They know who you are.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? They know you don't play with that thing.
Yes,
period.
sir.
What is it that you're doing now with the music? From DJing to saxophone, like what are you doing now?
Now I have a residency at Legacy Cigars and Lounge.
There it is right there. In fact, I'm gonna be there on the 20.
Don't say first. Don't say
no,
21st.
that ain't 21st. 28th. The 28th. I'm gonna be there.
You gonna be there?
I'm gonna be the 28th.
That's a Friday.
Yeah, because the gentleman who was shooting the movie from his book, it's his birthday, so he had an event and Cavassier is sponsoring it and everything. So sponsored by Cavassier, so he'll be there. I'll be there.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
And so that's there it is right there. We back connected again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So beautiful thing.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful
man.
thing.
I love it there because I'm usually the youngest person in there, and I'm controlling the music. And I even stopped going on tour because of that place alone.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I really did.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What's the difference you find with older generation versus the younger generation when it comes to DJing?
I find that the older generation, they know younger music. The younger generation, they don't know the older music as much.
You hit it around the head.
As connected as we are, with technology, I feel we're not connected without it, if that makes any sense. But there's, ever since technology came about, I remember back in the day, man, you had to call the phone, hey, Mr. Johnson, is Chanel up? I mean, I just wanted to, it'd be 6 p.m., like, right. Yeah, nowadays, man, just because we're so connected with these, it feels like being human and that aspect of just using your voice. I feel like, this generation and, a lot more people that are connected to their phones, they're lacking, and they slipping on their pimping, man. And, somebody like me, I'm going to come up in there and swoop your lady, even though she holding your hand, OG.
Put a usher on you. That's me.
You feel me?
I'm going to get with the conversation. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen. And it's always been that way.
Always.
It ain't never been about my looks. It ain't been about my height. It might be about my height before I was younger.
Yeah,
I was chocolate.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous,
I was
man.
Chocolate, boy. I come see folk chocolate. Come step through there. They like, what all that chocolate right there? But then I had a conversation. Then I could put a subject, verb, agreement
right
in
on.
the structure of the sentence. I diagram the sentence like we used to do back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Prepositional phrase. They be mouth dropped open. Subject, verb, agreement. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my subject, verb, agreement.
On, man.
You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me.
Shout out to yourself. Got to pump yourself up.
Well, check this
Got
out,
to.
man. I hate for this thing to end, but it ain't really gonna end because we got a connection already, so
Man,
we're good.
blessings, man.
What I want you to do is, I want you to tell the people something that they don't know about you that they need to know about you. I know
Okay.
that's that deep right there. You better stop playing with me. I got some deep right there. You better stop playing with me.
Let's see.
That they need to know.
That they need to know. The
Right there and that one right there.
I went to jail in the Middle East.
That ain't a beautiful thing there. Over there, they don't play over there.
And that was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because I went from making about almost 200,000 to zero. And to be able to for God and Allah to humble my ass the way they did, it really put life into perspective that your time is the most important asset that you have. Not money, not jewelry, none of it matters, And what I love most about myself was that I seen the most gangster dude in this jail kill somebody with a knife after prayer, after Juma prayer. Then he went back. He after Juma prayer, he killed the dude, and then he went and ate a sandwich right next to me. And so I was like, all right, guess that's what we're doing. He pulled his Quran out and he reads prayers to himself. That was you will never be able to experience anything like that. I've been in situations where you don't know if you're gonna make it out. I didn't know the language until I went there. I had to learn it in the hole. Luckily I had a ride or die that was there for me, answering my phone calls every day. But when it comes to the Middle East and incarceration, you got to pay to play.
Mm-hmm.
And you are absolutely guilty until you're proven innocent. You don't see sunlight until nothing, man. So I just thank God and Allah really for putting me in position to be able to pay so I could play right now. Otherwise, I'll still be down there right now, man.
So do me a favor, tell everybody all your social media handles and everything so they can know how to contact you. If they need to book you, can they book you, and all that stuff. So let them know what they need to know.
Please, if you have your phone right now, take your phone out, give you a minute, take it off the charger real quick, open it up. Go to your Instagram app and type in Habibi _XO _music. HABIBI _XO. You press it right now, it'll pop up. You'll see a brother with a saxophone. HABIBI _XO _music. That's where you can find me, man. Y'all could DM me. I answer my DMs daily. Look at them all the time, man. And yeah, you can inquire about bookings from there. We 500 and up. If you local, just let you know this is where we're starting.
This is where we at. Ain't no play. Don't come here talking nickel and diamond. We doing a quarter over here. We ain't doing a quarter.
Man. Yeah, we popping for 15 now, man.
Ooh.
It's a blessing,
Right.
And I really do. I really am so grateful just for my art, my craft,
Right.
And for a lot of OGs, man. Just coming to my show. Scarface been to one of my shows at Legacy.
Well, he loves music.
He does.
Yeah, he loves
He
music.
does.
He got a band, so he
Yeah.
loves music. He probably gonna pull
Man.
you over there now. I'm just trying to tell you, he probably gonna try to pull you over there.
Yeah,
In
man.
real talk, that's what he be doing. Because he loves music like that. In his band.
You
And
do too, G5.
Oh, I love music, man.
G5
When I
told me,
tell
man, he
you,
was a fan
you know
of
what I'm
live
saying?
music. Yes, sir.
I'm love, you know what I'm saying? I secretly play a couple of instruments, but
What?
but I love music.
Man, let's go.
I just love music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Music
know.
music is it's a language
It
that
is.
everybody can speak.
Right.
When I was in Thailand, I met a girl that could play drums like Tony Royster Jr. And I met, and her sister was on the piano.
Right.
And she was playing. Man, what's the name of that song? I want to say, I can't even think of it. Man, I'm sorry, I balled the story, but man, it's 1,000 Miles. Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles. That's what she was playing. So I asked her, yo, you're playing the song from White Chicks.
Right.
then she says whatever she says in her language, But I didn't speak her language, but musically we were on the same page.
Keep talking, because I wanted you to grab. I want something. Give you something.
Yes, sir.
I want you to say something. Real quick.
Oh, you know what? I actually have something to give to G5 as well too. But as far as music and universally speaking, I traveled to damn near every continent except for Antarctica, and so and I always took my saxophone everywhere I went, and that was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite things to do, because when we just sitting down, just waiting, I really would bust my sax out, and I got videos to prove it. I got a lot of followers to prove it, man. Oh, thank you, G5. Dr.
Real
Dr.
quick.
Chanel, will you get my bag for me?
You drink lemonade?
Yes, sir. I'll drink this one.
Okay, I want you to try that real quick, right on air.
Oh, we trying it live.
I want you to be true. This is my own lemonade.
This yours?
It's mine. This will be in stores.
Man, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Shukran, Habibi. Wallah. Okay. What I like about it is that, one, it's frosty.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
It was in the freezer. I kept it in there too long. It was in the freezer.
Is there sugar in here?
What's that?
Is there
cane
sugar in here?
Cane sugar, yeah.
It's not too much. That's another reason I like it.
This is how we make lemonade in North Carolina. So that's why it's called 5 Cask North Carolina Fresh Lemonade.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
This
pure,
is
pure cane sugar.
This is something that I could actually get jiggy with.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know? You know what I'm saying?
G5, I have a gift for you.
Uh-oh.
Man, the Ethiopians taught me this, man.
Uh-huh.
The Ethiopians taught me, ever you go over somebody's house, bring something. And like we sometimes do it in our culture, but we don't do it all the time. The Ethiopians, every single time they go over somebody's house, they always take something with them. So what I learned in the Middle East was how to write Arabic, and I write people's names in Arabic, and I even made it a business too. And
okay.
so yeah, I'll do pop-ups, man. I'll just be out there like, hey, you ever seen your name in Arabic? Man, beating all the other vendors,
Right.
man. Because it's a teaching point. It's
Right.
something that black people, we don't see too often.
Right.
A lot of us, the majority of us, has never seen our name in Arabic.
Right.
And so G5 from Habibi XO, I present this to you, brother.
Oh, man. Come on, man. You know what's going on the wall right there, baby. Man, go ahead. Shout out. Let me show on my camera right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 5 Cask is what it says. Khamsa Khast. That's how you say it.
Khamsa Khast.
Khamsa Cask. 5 Cask, man.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna make me sit here to recite the El Fatiha and stuff
Come
like
on,
that,
man.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I love
Man,
the culture,
I
man.
I appreciate that, bro. I
Man.
really do.
Nah, you're very
It's
welcome.
going up on the wall, man. Real talk.
Thank you,
It's
brother.
going up on the wall, man. In fact, it's going on the wall in there.
Right on.
You know, with me. You know what I'm saying? While I be in that long night editing these movies. You know
I
what
know
I'm
that's
saying?
right.
So last
Yeah.
thing, man, how was your experience? Experience here.
Man, it was natural. It was,
Like that lemonade.
man, yeah. Yeah, and I can tell you it's real lemons because I can see.
Oh, it's 100% lemon, bro.
Yeah, I can see
This is
the
pressed.
fibers up in there.
pressed, not even squeezed. It's pressed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man,
pressed.
I bathe with lemons. I swear, I put lemons on my body as soon as I get
Yeah.
out. Lemons to me is one of my favorite fruits, especially the ones with the seeds in them.
Right.
And so, to just be giving some natural lemonade, man, and it ain't too sweet. I always say sugar is sin. That's just one of that's one of my terms that kind of catapulted me, amongst the humans.
Right.
Like you see a BB around, don't put no sugar in that. But man, I could drink this.
I appreciate
Just,
it, man.
Straight like it is, man.
And you gonna see it out here. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see it at Murphy's Deli down at 811 Main Street. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Murphy's Deli. I manage a chef. She's an Asian chef. She owns a bakery.
Right
Bake
on.
with Love by Line. So she's going all over doing stuff, and so she has it with her as well. So it's just something I wanted to give back. I wanted to give people a little taste of North Carolina and how we do things, where there's no preservatives and none of that extra stuff, and we 100% cane sugar, 100% lemons with seeds in them, and it's pressed.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? Professionally pressed, not and and it's not from a manufacturer.
Yeah.
This is from G5.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I learned that. I ain't
so
mean to
that's
cut
what we
you
do.
off.
No problem.
I learned about eating healthy and the difference between outside America and inside of America.
Definitely.
And my eating habits are very Ethiopian Vietnamese.
Right.
And crawfish, because crawfish was my first word.
Right.
After all, but that's why I appreciate this honestly so much, man, because I can tell that there's nothing but life up in here.
That's it. 100% life. You know what I'm saying? And it was blessed and prayed on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. Hey, I'm gonna have to close this on out, man. Hey, I appreciate you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We got a connection forever.
Yes, sir.
Get ready to watch this man in the movie. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do.
Inshallah.
G5 5cast, we out.